Yep, I went ahead and bought them with my own money. That's right, the new AirPods Pro 2nd edition. There's a lot of features on here that I really dig. But there's also some I don't. Let's talk about it. Exciting intro once again. For those of you that have never met me before, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Brannon No D. That's right, there's absolutely no D in the name, making it Brannon, not Brandon. So yes, we're back to reviewing earbuds, and I'm sure you guys are pretty stoked about that. Now, of course, we're covering a very expensive pair of earbuds, being the new AirPod Pro 2nd editions. Obviously, I got stuck in the ecosystem of Apple after picking up my MacBook Pro Max. I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the Apple Watch Ultra, the iPad 11 Pro, and I know you guys are all saying, wait a minute, if you're just starting to buy Apple stuff now, why are you buying all last year's? Well, let me tell you, I've done a lot of research, and believe me, if you guys are looking for a tablet, an iPhone, or, well, besides the Apple Watch, of course, and the earbuds, yeah, go with the last year's model. You won't be disappointed, I promise. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive deeper in the box, show you everything that comes with it, which isn't much, it's an Apple, but yeah, we'll cover that first. All right, you're definitely gonna find your typical paperwork that Apple always includes. It's not bad, it's in color. It's gonna tell you how to use your AirPods, no big deal. You won't need it after this review because you're gonna know how everything works by watching me. Then you get this very long USB-C to a lightning port. Yeah, they're still kicking out the lightning port on the latest earbuds. I'm really surprised because even last year's 11 Pro tablet has the USB-C. Interesting. Of course, there's no worries if you have yourself an Apple Watch. Even an Apple Ultra Watch, you're gonna get this really nice braided charger, but they have included this time MagSafe that can charge your earbuds as well. So yes, you have wireless G-Charge, which makes that Bob's your uncle. This year, they're also kicking in 4 sets of silicone gel earbud tips, which is nice. You have an extra small now, small, large, and medium being on the earbuds right out of the case. And then obviously you have your AirPod Pro's 2nd edition. The case is exactly the same size as last year's Pros. However, you're getting a few different features this time around. Not only will you have your lightning port, but you'll have a speaker now. That's right, you'll be able to find your earbuds. How many of you have lost your earbuds in the couch or down in the chair or left them somewhere where you couldn't find them? Yeah. Well, you're going to be able to use your phone and ping them. You'll also get yourself a lanyard mount. If you would like to purchase that separately, you'll be able to have a little string dangling. It drives me nuts. I would never get one of those. I really love the AirPod Pro cases. They fit so nice in your pocket. They make it extremely, what's the word? pocketable, and I love that. I like the rounded edges. I like the way the clamshell opens up on the long way rather than on the wider way. I just like the all-around design. There are the earbuds seated down inside, connected to the magnets. How strong are the magnets? Let's do the Brannon gravity test and find out. Ready? All right. Well, that's good news. All right, obviously they're not gonna fly out of there with Brannon's aggression, so we'll go ahead and take them out physically. Check these out, guys. Nice and short, stocky stem, just like last year's model. I like that. I like the fact that they shorten up the stems. Doesn't make you look like a dork with these really long things protruding out of your ears. How do they fit? They fit fantastic. Let me show you. Stick it in here, in here. They feel very comfortable. I know a lot of you Apple veterans out there don't even use the ear gel tips. Personally, I can't go without them. I just like that extra seal that makes it feel like they're not gonna fly out of your ears when you're doing excessive workouts or running around or moving around fast or even talking. When you talk and move your mouth, sometimes that'll knock the earbuds right out of your ears. That is a problem. All right, let's go ahead and nerd out with Brannon like we always get to. I'm gonna give you guys all the specs on what these are capable of and compared to this year's and last year's. I'm also going to compare them to this year's Soundcore Liberty 4s. That's right, I did a review on these not too long ago. Feel free to check it out down in the description. But I'm sure a lot of you Android users are wondering which to go with. You're just gonna have to stick around to find out. And yeah, I write down everything. I have cheat sheets and well, that's what the iPad was for. All right, what are we getting with these with that huge, humongous price of $249.99? It's no secret, okay? Everybody knows that Apple has a set price, but I got some good news later in the review. Stick around, you're gonna love it. First and foremost, the biggest upgrade of all is going to be the H2 chip that is built in to the earbuds. Not only that, you're going to get the U1 chip built into the case, which will give you that location and sound that you're going to need when you lose them. And trust me, you'll lose them. They're also coming with the personalized spatial audio with dynamic head tracking. Not only did they upgrade the ANC, but they completely revamped the transparency. Also coming with the multi-point connection. Love that feature. I'm able to play them on my iPhone. Switching over to the iMac or even the tablet, you don't have to disconnect and reconnect. As far as battery, you're going to get 30% more than last year's model as well. You're going to get 30 hours on the case and 6 hours on the buds. Keep in mind, you're going to get 5.5 hours with personalized spatial being used and 4.5 hours on the buds of total talk time on receiving or taking phone calls. And great news, you're getting Bluetooth 5.3 just like the Apple i14 Pros received this year. And lastly, you're going to get still the same old IP4 rating. It's just something that's going to come with this style of earbud because of the technology built into them. Will you be able to work out with them and sweat? Of course you will. Will you be able to submerge them? No. Not now, not ever. Taking a closer look at the earbuds themselves, you're going to be happy to know you're able to work all the controls, including volume control this time around. I know a lot of you were really bummed that you weren't able to physically turn the volume up on the actual bud. You had to do it from your phone. Well, you don't have to worry about that any longer. You're able to use the stalk, slide your finger up and down to adjust your volume control. You'll also notice these two, well, they kind of look like a couple of, I don't know, marshmallow head aliens looking at us right now. They're actually ear vent sensors used while you're wearing them. Pretty ingenious. Now, comparing the AirPod Pro 2s to the Liberty 4s, they're not very different in size, as you can see. The only thing I don't care for as far as the physical look is this glossy finish on the Soundcores opposed to the glossy finish on the AirPods. You don't see the fingerprints because of the white to the black. All right, before we go on to a music test and a mic test and my pros and cons, today's sponsored video is by a company called EKSTER. That's right, for all you guys that are looking for that minimalistic wallet, You got to check this company out. Cool part is you can get one with an Apple tag. Look at that. It has a spot right there for you. You'll never lose your wallet again. This is one of their aluminum styles in the graphite color. If you guys are used to the Ridge wallet, yeah, I used to use that one too. Not after EKSTER hit my doorstep. I've been sporting the carbon fiber. Love the kick switch on it. Able to pull out any cards, but yeah, awesome. Just the way you can control the cards, taking them out on the fly. Check out the website. They've got tons and tons of different choices, colors, and options just for you. Hit my link down below at shop.ekster.com/Brannon. Type in Brannon, that's BRANNON, no D, and you guys will be able to get 35% off a smart wallet today. Guys, don't miss out on it. I'm telling you, you're gonna love their wallets. All right, let's go ahead and pop them in the ears to do ourselves a music test. But before we get right to the song choice, I want to talk a little bit about spatial adaptive transparency. It's not your average transparency that you get on most earbuds because Apple has perfected it with that H2 chip that we were talking about earlier. So not only will they adjust to the louder sounds that come in and out, but it will sample over 48,000 times per second. That's incredible. It's over 240 times faster than the previous model. So what the hell does that all mean in layman terms? It means that when you're walking across the street and a car is almost about to hit you and it lays its horn on you, you're not gonna get the loud horn. You're gonna get it reduced so it doesn't blow your eardrums out in real time. It's incredible and it works outstanding. There is no company that I have found yet to compare to the transparency mode on these Apple AirPods. And of course, they have the stellar ANC that they've always had, which they've made even better. So if you want to submerge yourself in that song or movie you're playing, you're going to be able to do that with these with an incredible experience. All right, today's song choice is by none other than ARTLIST. Guys, check out my description down below about them. If you're a content creator, you need to get on board with this company. I'm telling you, it's where I do all my songs that you hear on my videos and sound effects. And don't forget to get yourself 2 free months on top of the 1-year subscription. You'll thank me later, I'm telling you. This song is called Down the Drain by Jane and the Boy. Here we go. Here we go.
Drowning in the lost emotion.
Ooh.
Crying like some kind of ocean from my eyes.
I don't know what they did, but man, they've brought bass way up compared to last year's. It's incredible. Hits you right here.
No D dancing engaged.
My heartbreak go down the drain. My heartbreak go down the drain. I finally learned how to let go. I don't even feel the echo.
That's all I need to hear right now. Guys, these are absolutely incredible. I already knew that. I have been using these, well, I can't lie, I've had them since they launched. However, they are not my everyday carry, and I'm going to explain that in the pros and cons section. So please hang with me for that information. All right, let's go ahead and stick them back in the ears and test out the mics on these. I want to be able to see what a phone call would sound like. All right, obviously the professional mic, but we don't want to hear that. We want to hear how the AirPod Pro 2nd edition sound right now. How do I sound? Obviously, I won't know until I jump in post, you know, the rigmarole, but hopefully these should sound pretty good, especially with the ambient noise in the background. It's not very much, but what would it sound like if you were in a restaurant and to take a call? It would sound like that, right? How is it working now? Is it blocking out that noisy restaurant environment? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? I'll let you know my thoughts in just a second. All right. Well, obviously I've been in post. Fast forward. Yeah, they sound just fine for phone calls. You guys are going to have no worries whatsoever receiving or taking phone calls. It did kind of sound a little muffled with more of the ambient noise, but that's pretty typical with a lot of earbuds. As far as the AirPod Pros versus the Soundcore Liberty 4s, the sound is damn near the same. Now, of course, you're going to get the LDAC option on the Soundcore, but again, I tried these out on my Apple phone. I did not even bother with trying them on an Android phone. The sound was phenomenal on both sets of earbuds. Which ones to go with? It's very simple. If you're an Apple user, go with these, okay? If you are an Android user, go with these. You don't want to put an Apple on an Android. It just doesn't coincide as it's meant for the Apple. Now the Soundcores, however, you can use on an Android or an Apple. They'll work just fine if you don't want to jump on the AirPods too. I get it. I totally get it with price, because you're going to save yourself a ton of money going with the Liberty 4s versus the Apples. Let's go ahead and hit up Brannon's pros and cons next. All right, let's fire up the pros real quick. It's simple, okay? Better sound, better case, better transparency mode, you know, the spatial audio, right? Better battery, 30% more. Volume control on the buds, finally. I know you guys all been asking for that. I mean, all around, if you were going to choose between the AirPods Pro and the AirPods Pro 2nd edition, it's a no-brainer, okay? We're gonna go for these, right? That being said, in the very beginning of this review, I said there's a lot of things I dig about these, but there are some that I don't, and that brings us to the cons. The magnets that are built onto this case is great for the MagSafe, for the charger, right? But the problem is more magnets, more attraction, as into particles. These particles show up on these earbuds constantly, and it's tenfold worse than the last year's model. When I put them in my pocket and I pull them out, I'm constantly wiping these things off, trying to stick my finger in the case and clean it out. It drives me insane. Apple, please make a pair of these in the color black, and while you're at it, make it matte. Don't make it glossy, please. That would be great. Then I'd be able to take them to work. And that's what I meant by these are not my everyday carries, because I tried taking them to work once and I will never do it again because they get filthy, absolutely filthy. Another con, they're still sticking with the IP4. I just wish they would kind of kick it up a notch. I mean, I want to be able to get these wet and not have a problem, okay? I mean, I wouldn't mind taking them in the shower. And the last two cons, number one is the scratches that you will see on this case is also horrendous. You will see every bit of nicks, scratches, dents, shows up real nice like. And the final con of the day is obviously the price, and we all know that they are stickered at $249. However, I did say I had some good news for you. As I do. You can pick these up on Amazon, and I will be sure to leave you an affiliate link down in my description below and where you can pick up a pair. Yes, I get a little kickback. It's not huge, but it definitely helps me and the channel grow in making you guys these reviews. I am not sponsored or endorsed through Apple. Boy, do I wish I was. I mean, with the purchases I have made, I think they owe me an affiliate account. For sure. You can pick them up right now, guys, for $234. Yes, I know it's not a huge discount, but you know what? It's better than $249.99. Get yourself down there, grab yourself a pair before they go back up to the original $249.99, or grab yourself the Liberty 4s by Soundcore. Another stellar pair of earbuds, and they also have a stellar app that you will absolutely love. If you have not seen the video yet, wait for the tail end of this review, and I'll post it there. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering where I got these real pretty scratches from, aww. Get a kitty, they say. They're fun, they say. This is Binxie. Yeah, our new addition. You want to say hi? Hi. All right, off you go. Guys, it's time to open a fortune cookie and get you on your merry way. Because that's what we gotta be careful. I guess she's not leaving the table. She's gonna hang out with us. All right. Today's secret word is roast duck. Past experience. He who never makes mistakes never did anything that's worthy. Boy, ain't that the truth, huh? For sure. I mean, if you're not trying, you're not succeeding. If you guys have lasted this long in the review, you know the drill by now. You're either family, which I would really love to consider you to be, or there might be something a little wrong with you. Then again, If there is, you're family. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you are not already, and make sure to catch me in my next video.